As I said, this is called Wild About Hammer, which is a reference to the song Wild About Harry, which nobody's going to know because, we're up at Dawson's Creek as far as culture. I mean, Braveheart's an old movie. Everything is like a movie is old, opens on Friday, by Sunday it's old. So, but I like this opening because there's kind of a jazz, Jerry Fielding motif, kind of Clint Eastwood for the opening of Dirty Harry movies. And right now, Hammer and Duro are talking about a people meter. That was a commentary on the network at the time. The networks were experimenting with removing Nielsen ratings and trying a new rating system called people meters.
You're the one
and I thought it was all absurd. They're always looking, trying to get rid of the Nielsen ratings, so that they can manipulate ratings to say that their shows are all high rated. And the Nielsen rating system is flawed, and I know it is because for a couple of weeks I was a Nielsen rating person. They signed me up for it. And you fill out a book of the shows you watch for the week. And I didn't watch anything. I wrote in the book that I drank one night and that I, that I slept, that I read a book, and then I watched 60 Minutes. And so it's obviously a flawed system. Sushi Dogs is, I always would come up with grotesque things for Hammer to eat. And I was making fun of, obviously, the Dirty Harry motif that he always thwarts a crime in the midst of grabbing his lunch or breakfast or something like that. Walking in the middle of the street. And the first Dirty Harry ate a hot dog, so this was a sushi dog. And this is a stunt performed by Ed Ulrich. He really did this. He wasn't hurt. And this stunt and this entire scene about chewed up all the budget for this episode because when Sledgehammer was renewed, most shows when they're renewed have their budgets, boosted. And instead ours was slashed. I was making it for a third less than the first season. And that's why David Rushing is doing his own stunt there right now and cleaning the windshield while he's at it since it's a rental car and you have to return it. So that's the reason right here. That chewed up a lot of the budget. Really was about a third less, and it was a struggle to do the show under that. But it was renewed under that proviso.
Sledge, I can't believe
that
sure
we had to spend less money. It was a struggle with the production company all through
My
it for
sleeve
me.
got cut on the windshield wiper.
And we had a good director on this episode. His first time directing an episodic TV, Gary Walkow, and he did a terrific job. He came in on budget, which is all the studio cared about. And there's Beverly Leach as our guest star, very, very talented actress that I'll talk about as we see more
Captain,
of her.
I'd like to state my
This scene, three people in a room talking, pleased the studio. This was our idea of spectacle on the second season. Obviously, if you've seen the first season, you saw that we were going outdoors and Amish communities and on location all the time, stunts, mayhem. And, I was forced, because of the budget, to spend more scenes in the precinct. Basically, the studio would have loved if I played the whole show in an office like this. I mean, they would have loved it of just people talking. They wouldn't have cared if I used, like, sock puppets or something like that. But I didn't want to do that to the viewer. But what I would do is we would save on some episodes and it would give me more money to play around on, on other ones. So it was a give and take. And that's what producing TV is anyhow. It's part of the reason I love reality programming, because it's cheap. But, it's cheap in a lot of other ways, too. Nice thing is there's a comfort level, like the characters know each other, and so you can draw a little bit more on that. Like Trunk isn't screaming there. You can just point. We know him well enough now that he can do that. This helped break the budget. That bottle of Pepto-Bismol was like $168, and that drove us probably over budget at that time. This scene shows I was like Nostradamus because there's a reference to the King of Pop being a character that was bizarre, not to be trusted. And you notice I'm not going to say his name because it's kind of like Candyman. You say his name 3 times, he'll appear. And I got to be very, very careful. Very litigious season. The second season, I was taking a lot of shots at people in institutions. And a few would complain to the network and threaten to sue. And speaking of the network, a lot of people quote lines from this episode. That joke about misogyny went over the network's head. The network executive that was in charge of the show, they call it the current executive, didn't understand it, saying they thought a misogynist was somebody who gives massages, or as Clouseau would say, like massages. But if you want to become a network executive and really be successful, that do not have a vocabulary, do not go to school, do not learn, do not read books, and you'll ascend to the top. I mean, that's basically what they do. But I didn't mind playing the characters and having more relationships out of necessity because, I couldn't do as many stunts and mayhem and location. It's fine because there were characters there and strong actors. Obviously, David and Anne-Marie. Beverly Leach is a guest star. She appeared in an early episode, Clockwork Hammer, as a reporter. You'll see her on the disc with blonde hair. She's got a wide range as an actress. She can do blonde, redhead, brunette, probably even bald, spiked. And she's great. And the thing is about a guest star is they don't have a lot of time to rehearse. They show up on a Monday and they're done a few days later. But she was on par with our leads and just was terrific and is a great person too. It's quite fantastic, actually, in a lot of ways. These little reactions that the director got are great, and I think the script is going to be included on the disc, so you'll be able to see that I wrote all those in. And
Regular hammer
so it's nice that he captured all those moments amongst these characters. And I enjoyed this moment too, which is David Rushy doing his own stunt. And look at that. That's a professional. He ad-libbed the little thing about shut up, and that's key to the character. David really understood this character inside and out. A lot of people laugh at this, found this really funny, him cleaning a TV dinner dish. I didn't, oddly enough. I viewed it as a character trait of him because he's, to me, Hammer's a bit of a sad and lonely character in a lot of ways. And I can relate to him. I care about him a lot, and I got to tell you, reviewing him again, I miss him.
On Golden Gun.
Thankfully, when I was telling you about things being litigious, you do have a right to parody, and that's why we were able to take these video boxes and doctor them up. Like if you did that and brought it back, they would charge you for it, but we were able to do it. A lot of people remember this joke. It was a gag they hadn't seen before, video target range. It was based on, they have things like video aquariums, where they show fish, or a video fireplace where you watch a fireplace. And I think it's really stupid to watch those things when you can have them in real life. They have videos of people having sex, and you can watch those too, but, those make sense to me. But no one's seen that joke before. You may see it somewhere else. I mean, a lot of the jokes that I did on this show are now being done, years later. And there's a new animated show on Fox coming up about a trigger-happy government agent. Apparently he shoots a toaster when it pops up. We did that gag, so, but that happens a lot. If you want to ever get a show on Fox, develop it for another network. Like, develop a show for, like, NBC, and then it'll wind up on there. Because all the networks imitate each other. They... I believe it was Fred Allen who said that imitation is the sincerest form of television. So, there is an attitude, there are no new ideas. It's bizarre that, I can relate to this episode, because it does involve stalking and things like that. And it was around the time Fatal Attraction was in the air. But, speaking of imitation, I mean, Clint Eastwood did that long before Fatal Attraction. They got all the credit for that, but he did it in the movie Play Misty for Me. He's a guy who's always ahead of the curve. I'm always honored when people say Sledgehammer is ahead of the curve, but Clint Eastwood was a man consistently ahead of the curve. People ask me, how's it feel to be ahead of the curve? Well, it kind of sucks in some ways. It would be like if you made Flash Gordon in 1930 and got paid peanuts, and then, years later Star Wars coming up, you're in an old age home, living on, Spam, how good does it feel to be ahead of the curve in that way? Oh, there's a flash of thigh from Beverly Beach. A lot of people, he made her hot, they turned on fire in this episode. But this is when she used the word trollop, and I'm very proud of that because that's a word you don't usually hear on sitcoms. And, a lot of young guys were raised on this show, so when they're 6 or 8, they heard the word trollop, and now they're adults using it all the time, probably to their wives. So I feel very honored that I enlarged their vocabulary. But it's so strange because I live in L.A. and every single woman I know, every single woman has been stalked. Isn't it bizarre? They have all been stalked, and that's why I quit doing it. But no, I mean they've been stalked by exes, and it's a strange phenomenon. And I was stalked during the show because I was kind of a profile. I was in the papers all the time and everything. I had a crazy fan who she'd show up to the office. She wore a bikini under her coat. She was very good looking, so I employed some of this in this episode. Yeah, she'd show up in an overcoat, and she'd drop in. She had a bikini on, and. We have 2 kids now. Beverly right there, reached her arms out and kind of looked like a Christ-like thing. She said, punish me. And I had to the network was all over me, all over this stuff. And I said, no, she's not doing like Christ on the cross. She's not doing anything like that in martyr. She's just stretching her arms, because they were all over the show because the other shows that, on at this time were like Who's the Boss and, very, benign growing pains and things like that. And, who were always pushing the envelope and doing weird things. And so they were always wringing their hands. But I tried to be cooperative as much as I could and duplicitous the rest of the time. Beverly there looks like Drew Barrymore to me for some reason. She's kind of quite a chameleon.
No way, lady.
But then again, though, Drew Barrymore is against guns, and Beverly handles a gun in this episode. Drew Barrymore had them go back and redo E.T. The ending of E.T., they digitally took out the guns. Remember when E.T., they had the roadblock and the government agents, they took out the guns. I think they put carrot sticks in their hands. or something like that. It was bizarre. Thankfully, she hasn't gotten a hold of the Wild Bunch. She could ruin that movie.
All right,
a lot of people remember this shot, young men, and they pulled themselves through puberty, during this scene.
Thanks.
And it was quite memorable. She is gorgeous, isn't she, Beverly?
Gorgeous weapon.
But yeah, but seriously, and unfortunately she is married. I mean, fortunately for her, but unfortunately for you, if you're lusting in your heart against her, she is married. But to a wonderful guy. And Beverly's a really neat person. In fact, I'm going to call her when this is done and just say, hey, I just saw you in a teddy with a gun. On video, of course.
Promises.
And now, of course, Hammer is going to take that gun away. In one of the few instances in the show, maybe the only one, I think it's the only one where Hammer has been shot. Yeah, I believe so. And look, isn't that a beautiful shot how he's there? It's like a clean cut and his eyes are flickering and everything like that. It's kind of beautiful. He's like asleep. You always hear that about people when they die. Like you go through the open casket and they say, oh, it looks just like he's asleep. But if that were true, their mouth would be open and there would be like drool on the pillow. This music cue makes me laugh because it's so unexciting. It's like you come back from a station break. They always have music that, sounds like this is appropriate for winding your watch or drinking coffee. Not for starfighters attacking the Death Star. I mean, it's just kind of the bland music. Cue. I like the level the actors played this episode at in the second season because there's a comfort level. There's kind of an ease there. They know each other. And if you'll notice, there are not a lot of extras in the background. That's right. They were cutting down on that too. So all of a sudden, it's not as busy a precinct, is it there? They outsourced the extras. They were probably being extras in the Philippines in some other show. I like the lighting on this, kind of film noir. Gary did a very nice job. Very young guy when he did this and came in, and it was his first network episode, and he'd only directed some indie, like an indie films, and he does that a lot. He's a talented fellow. Like I like that shot too.
I believe I met you yesterday at the station.
Yeah, she does look like Drew Barrymore, doesn't he? A little bit like Pat Benatar.
Sledge,
also a little bit like
Inspector
my mother.
Hammer was supposed to meet me at the precinct.
Everybody, every woman that's threatening looks like my mother to me.
Of course I do. He's exhausted from
but I enjoyed the acting in this. I think Anne-Marie plays it really well. She's such a key to the show because Anne-Marie's reactions are kind of the island of sanity and the sea of madness. And she's the big reason why people like Sledgehammer, not just the show, which it's true, but the character, because she's such a good person. If she likes him and sticks up for him, he ain't all bad. And I said that before in season 1, so forgive me, that's a bit of a rerun. But it's the same point. And the next thing coming up is a stock shot of the police precinct. And people ask me all the time, or they send emails and things through a website, where is that? I want to know why they want to know. I mean, do you want to take a vacation there?
You wouldn't believe what happened.
Do you want to, sleep on the sidewalk in front? Does that mean something to you? I don't know why people ask me, where is that? They always want to know. I guess they're completists. I like the bandage on David's forehead because it's very strategic. That's a movie star bandage. When a movie star is her, the star of the show, the bandage, is always like that. It's clean, off to the side, kind of like a Harrison Ford bandage. This was a very good episode for the relationship between Hammer and DeRoe because, they are a couple in a way. I mean, they're professional peers and partners.
DeRoe, I'm glad to see you. I had a nightmare last night and I was awake for it.
That they have. It's kind of a stable relationship. It's dysfunctional, but it's stable. But the way she said, Hammer is bad, and she knows him, but he isn't that bad, and she's generally hurt by the situation, the scenario that was, set up. But it's kind of just a stable, steady relationship, So it's interesting. No, it's interesting. Actually, the most stable marriage I know, but believe it or not, is a couple that got married in Vegas at a Star Trek wedding. Where people are dressed as like Spock.
I have no idea what the heck you're talking about.
That's a stable marriage,
I gotta find that Jenkins.
Tracy Scoggins said her dream was to get married in Vegas, like at an Elvis chapel. There's Harrison Page as Godzilla, the way that angle is, making him look really, really tall. And this is a key scene. It's played straight, though there's some wry, sardonic stuff through it. This scene caused me nothing but grief at the network. Nothing but grief. And it's because it was dealing with the subject of sexual harassment. And that was a hot button, then. Probably now not as much because it's a prerequisite for working at a network. But at that time, dealing with it, it's a serious subject matter, and the network wanted it dealt seriously. And I had to come in and take a meeting, and they had some sort of sex harassment consultant or expert.
That's crazy. The only thing I'm involved with is my gun.
And when I say expert, I don't mean somebody who's done it a lot, somebody who's dealt with the subject matter. And I had all these safeguards and these prerequisites I had to deal with. I could not be viewed as making fun of sexual harassment. And I said, but this is a comedy. And they were all over me for semantics, like words like assignation. They said, that's a suggestive word.
She ordered me to make
and
love
then at
to
one
her
point
at
he said, "It
gunpoint.
sounds
That's
dirty."
not exactly what I
and
call
I said,
safe sex.
I said, any
Look at
word
this.
sounds
Crazy
suggestive
bunch
dirty. He
shot at
cocked
me.
his trigger could sound that way.
She
He's a
did that in
cunning liar
self-defense.
could sound that way. Because give me a break.
She's also
But it was very serious. It was contentious over the simple,
Assault.
simple scene.
That's
And
the
here
most
was the
ridiculous
hottest
thing
part
I
of it
ever
was
heard.
a joke where Hammer threatens her like that. She says she wants to charge assault, and he said that's absurd. Why I ought, and he swings a fist at her. We had to negotiate that. If you watch it, he keeps his fist way down low, and that had to be negotiated to even do that line. He couldn't raise his fist. He could only walk a certain couple inches, closer.
But this never happened.
I had to tell the director
Jenkins
that,
is
and
a
he was like,
liar.
"What?"
Why else is she
But
being
that's
so
what it was
quiet?
like dealing with a network then. Now he'd probably pop her, basically, and that would be Family Hour. They don't
Why
care.
don't you just
But
admit to
this
what
is
you
before
did?
cable came on strong, and Tony Soprano's like
Captain,
beating his wife during the
For
opening
the first
credits.
time in my life,
So this was
I'm
an
innocent.
interesting scene though to play because it is a scene where Hammer is innocent, and he's the victim, and he was never that before.
Turn your badge.
So that was it was interesting to.
Never again
And these
cross
actors
me.
were great, and it worked out okay. But it was a struggle, And I enjoyed that because I like playing a scene straight and then showing how immature I am and putting in a joke there. You didn't see it necessarily coming. Well, maybe you did if you saw it before. This scene was important to me because this is a Clint Eastwood image, and the music is evocative of Lalo Schifrin's score from the Dirty Harry movies. If you see the Dirty Harry movies and know them well, they always end with Clint Eastwood walking away, usually at the end, during the end credits, a solitary lone figure. And so that was a direct homage to Clint Eastwood. And, of course, this is Duro picking up on something not being right in Denmark, which I wish we could have shot in season 2, but we couldn't afford to go. We could barely afford to go outside to the alley. But being true to the Clint Eastwood movies was important to me because they're just superb. And it was the inspiration for this, even though we
I've worked for
departed
Sledge
from
Hammer a
that.
long
But
time.
he's one of America's greatest
Granted,
artists, and I
Sledge
love
is
his films. I just
irresponsible,
love that man's movies.
undependable,
We all do.
egotistical,
Well, if you don't,
insensitive,
then I don't like
chauvinistic,
it.
sadistic,
Anyhow,
and cruel,
Beverly
but
looks
other
really
than
cool
that,
here.
he's a terrific
And
guy.
a punk. And this
I
is
think your
another key
grievances
scene,
against
hearing
him are
information,
bogus.
hearing the unique way that Duro
My
defends
3 weeks
Hammer.
at this
And
precinct
he's
have been
bad,
an
but he
ordeal,
isn't
and
that bad.
don't you try to
But
make
I
it
love
any worse.
Beverly Leach's performance in this scene. I mean, it's
Transfer
literally
from
intimidating.
third
It turned me
party.
on
Stay
when
the
she
hell away
did
from
this,
my
too. I mean, that turns me on. I don't know. Anne Marie has always said that I love violent women. That's not really true. I only like violent women if they're good looking. I enjoyed this, too, because why didn't she open the locker? Just use her hand. But, one kick that opens all those doors. Her shoe's like an American Express card. It's good everywhere. So it's just a dramatic, silly thing to do. The name of this character, the investigator was stabbed to death, has some meaning. It was somebody involved in the production on the adversarial side, and I'm not going to say who that was. But it wasn't an accident that he was knifed to death. There are no accidents in the show. There's a stunt double, by the way. You can probably tell by the difference in hair. What's amazing about this to me is that's Beverly really lifting, somebody. She's pretty strong. She's from Texas, and the women are genetically bred there, to be stronger. And
God, what made her faint?
we took a shot at
She heard
moonlighting.
wasn't a
That's a
rerun
shot at
tonight.
moonlighting because moonlighting was able to go into repeats a lot. I had no money. They had all the money in the world. They could wait for weeks on end and do repeats to make one episode. People remember this joke too. It's only dated by the fact it's a record, but Hammer is multilingual. He can threaten in all languages, which is fascinating about this character. He has to be prepared. He's obviously going to go on vacation, so he's going to rough some people up over there. In this next scene,
Inspector.
another
Hi,
thing I
I
had
got
with
your
the
slut of a
network,
partner
she used the
over
word
here with
slut. And at that time, that was a big deal. Keep in mind, this is a show that aired at 8 o'clock, and they just weren't used to hearing the word
Or
slut.
else.
Unless it was a very special episode, and they were dealing with the ramifications of it. Now there'd be a Fox show
All right,
called
amigo.
The Slut. There'd be a reality show.
Rod, that
They would
breaking
call it-
up
They'll
is
probably
hard
do
to
it
do.
now that I've put that out there, called The Slut instead of The Swan. Beverly inhaling, the oxygen there was from Blue Velvet. I hadn't even seen Blue Velvet yet. It had just opened, and somebody told me that Dennis Hopper played a villain that inhaled like oxygen, or maybe it was helium, but it was oxygen. So I just threw that in there. The network said, "What is that?" And I just said, "She's asthmatic, and I'm being responsible. I'm showing that she's taking care of herself medically." If you'll recognize that music in the background, you know what it is. I'm not going to tell you. David improv'd that. The thing that was interesting about David is, improv background, very inventive comedically. You don't just enter a room, you look for business to do, and that was appropriate. He thought that up. Very ingenious man. This is a line
Never
people
happened to
remember
you
and
than
quote it to me a lot. One of the most quoted episodes, is this one. And it was dialogue heavy to save money, but nobody seemed to mind. And I love this shot because I think it's really, truly creepy the way Beverly is moving. Early product placement coming up, and it's very quick. A humor magazine that was kind of like Mad Magazine, it's still around. It's a good magazine called Craft. Love Sledgehammer, so I put them on a table, and there it was, Craft magazine. They had featured us on the cover, and they wrote a lot about Sledgehammer, so we gave them a plug, and they were happy about that, except they said, if you blink and miss it, well, what am I going to do? There's a fight going on. It's important stuff. But they were happy about that. This episode actually came in under as far as time, so I had cut this little exchange, and the actors remembered it, so they put it back in. A lot of times episodes are long. You got to cut 1, 2, 3 minutes out. And this one, I was very cost conscious on this episode that I wrote. So was the production company, by the way, because I wrote 2 episodes for the second season. I would only get paid for them if the show was renewed at the back end. There was such contentious stuff going on between us. It was amazing. It was amazing. The network was great, but it was the production company who wanted the show made as cheaply as possible in the second season. They were trying to make a profit. Imagine that. How silly that is. There's a dramatic scene. I think that's Anne-Marie's favorite piece of business. The ludicrous fight tied to the chair. I enjoyed the swiping here, and of course here comes one of the oldest jokes in the book, but I was proud to reprise it, and you'll see it. There it is. I'm proud of that. And this cracks me up. This shot. Villains going out windows all the time. There's always the sea. Very convenient, and they land in the sea there, and they don't come back. Like the doorbell doesn't ring 2 minutes later, and they're there with seaweed on them to start attacking again. And I remember Beverly Leach called me once laughing because she guest starred in another show, and she had a demise just like this, except it was a drama. So she found that really funny.
Why do you say that?
And of course, here's the possibility for a sequel, because villains never really die. There's a chance they'll come back. So that's what this was about. Now, at the time, they were colorizing movies a lot, which was offensive. And you notice it says artificially recolored for this joke. We couldn't use the word colorization for legal reasons. It was really stupid. They're taking all the classic films, making them color. And I think they tried to colorize the first 10 minutes of Wizard of Oz. That's how absurd it was. So I wanted to comment on that. So I just took this tag and we put that disclaimer and messed with the color.
Upon escaping,
and
Jenkins used falsified
even with
records
that little disclaimer, some people didn't know what was going on. What was made it even worse is in a couple of areas, the affiliates didn't air the disclaimer in the front. Setting up the gag. So people really went nuts, at home. They were adjusting their sets, and then they were calling the station, complaining. And one local affiliate tried to color time it to correct it and couldn't do it. And so, it was just ridiculous. They might not have aired it in a couple of regions. They got so many calls about it. They made a recording, I think, what you're going to hear on here, an outgoing message apologizing, saying, yes, it was a joke, there was nothing wrong. It was like a War of the Worlds, Orson Welles. I remember the network saying to me, why can't you just produce a normal show? It's like, why must you do things like this? I mean, why is that necessary? And I guess that's the truest reality of network television. It's just be normal, be sane, be mediocre. That's the marching order. Why did I do it? Because I could. I was trying to have fun. I was trying to engage you, and I hope you liked it. I mean, I don't know. Basically, I answer to you guys, and I'm glad you loved the show. I'm glad the critics liked it. And, okay, I'm crazy, but you still love me. Janet Ashikaga, by the way, edited this episode, also became an editor in Seinfeld, went on to great fame and fortune, I hope, and I'm very proud of it. Talk to you later.
Hey, Hammer, how's your aim today?
Worth 50 points.
Penalty marker goes down. Passing against Chris Brown of Notre Dame.
Yeah, or a root beer for the little lady, and for me, I'll have a root beer and make the mugs frosty.
Right up. Allen Pink at 5 yards deep. He's going to run it out. He's up to the 5. Now he throws back the other way to 84.
Did I ever tell you I used to play football?
No, you never did.
Of course, I played like a real man, without a helmet.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Howdy, folks. Cowboy Cody here,
and I'd like to drive this brand spanking new little filly right into your driveway.
Oh, no, not him again. I hate that buzzard. Turn the channel.
Come on, Hammer, we're watching a game.
Yeah? Well, I wish that Bonanza reject would drop dead.
God, Hammer doesn't even need a gun anymore.
Yeah. He can kill with his thoughts.
I couldn't have. Did I? No, no way. Did I?
Oh, Hammer, relax. No, it had nothing to do with you.
What if my mind is a cerebral 45 and I just shot a thought bullet? What if I accidentally kill somebody that really means something to me? Somebody like J. Edgar Hoover?
But he's already dead.
Maybe I did it.
Hammer, absolutely not. Come on, Cowboy Cody's death is a coincidence. Look, his lot is 10 minutes from here. Let's go find out what happened.
I gotta think. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy. What's wrong, Blades? Didn't want him to die with his boots on?
No, I want his boots. These babies are real snakeskin.
You're a real ghoul, you know that, Blades?
Thank you, I enjoy my work.
Any idea what he died of?
I don't know. Swollen feet?
Looked to me like he was in perfect health.
Yeah, they usually do when they're alive. Okay, guys, load them up.
I sure hope this wasn't my fault, Duro. Because a mind is a terrible thing to waste somebody with. He wasn't even a criminal. All he did was sell cheaply built lemons to unsuspecting people at loan shark interest rates. That's not against the law.
Doro! Where's Hammer?
Why, do you miss him?
Yeah, I miss him about as much as I miss having my arm cut off with a chainsaw. It's just that with Hammer, I like to know where and how far away he is at all times.
The hearse carrying Cowboy Cody is slowly making its way down Boot Hill Boulevard.
Maybe I should have sent something. Well, then again, maybe I sent Cowboy Cody.
It's a somber occasion, and in keeping with Cowboy Cody's wishes, his family requests that in lieu of flowers, you buy one of his cars. So come on down to the funeral. There'll be free black balloons and rides on sad ponies for the kiddies. And in other news, a zany pit bull named Scooter has attacked his owner, Father O'Clark.
Speak to me. Duro, I'm telling you I'm not coming in today. I'm too dangerous.
Well, Sledge, you've always been too dangerous.
But I'm a menace to the public at large.
Well, you've always been a large menace.
But I might have snuffed out an innocent life with a wish. And maybe I have a couple of wishes left.
Sledge, I wish you'd quit being so ridiculous and get down here.
Yeah? I wish you'd quit hounding me. Okay, Duro, I'm here. Happy?
Right, Sledge. I just want to prove to you that Cowboy Cody's death wasn't your fault. Big-time car dealers die all the time.
Of course. Do you know how many times I've wished those guys would drop dead?
Sledge, it's a high-pressure job. It's a lot of stress. It's bound to take a toll on your health. All right, look. Car dealers who've died in the last year. 5. See?
You're right. I had nothing to do with their deaths.
Of course.
Of course.
Their business killed them.
Of course. I don't know where my head was at.
Uh-oh.
I knew it. I killed him.
No, but they all died within 48 hours of their wedding. Just like Cowboy Cody.
So, my marriage almost killed me.
Just out of curiosity, I'm going to punch up the widows. Betty Jo, Bobby Jo, Mary Jo, Sally Jo, Debbie Jo. Doesn't that sound weird to you?
Yeah. Can you believe how many stupid people name their daughters Joe? I wonder what they name their sons. Nadine?
Now I'm really curious. Let's go down to the microfilm library and see if we can find out why all these honeymoons were so short. Oh, fudge.
Are you lost?
Isn't this the microfilm library?
Yes. I know what you're thinking. Wanda Hobbs is nuts. Why else would she be playing strip solitaire by herself?
No, actually, we came here because we
What else do you expect me to do? Nobody wants to see microfilm anymore. Nobody comes to visit me. I'm alone here. Day after day, year after year, alone, all by myself. So I play strip solitaire. Now, is that so bad?
No. I think this one just flew into the cuckoo's nest.
Actually, we came here because we want to look at some microfilm of old newspapers.
God bless you. Please, please. Enjoy. Can I get you some coffee, some tea, some broth? How about a Danish, a donut? Bear claw, perhaps?
Just the microfilm, all right?
Plenty of time for that. First, let's chat. I'm Miss Hobbs, and I've got a name tag here someplace. I seem to have misplaced it. Anyway, I'm a people person. I like people, but no people ever come down here to visit me, except, of course, you two. Now that you've found your way, I hope you'll come down again.
Look, you babbling old bag, just show us the microfilm, all right?
Sledge! That's okay. As a people person, I'm aware that not all people are nice. Some are jerks. But I can tell that you are one of the nice ones.
Okay, here we go. There's another one, Sledge. Look. And another one. Can we get blow-ups of these?
Blow-ups? My, oh my, this is turning out to be a busy, busy day.
Mr. and Mrs. Wranglin Rick, Orlando, Florida. Surfin' Sam, Newport Beach. Madman Mike, Bangor, Maine. Mr. Dan the Blubber Man, Houston. Crazy Phil from Salt Lake City. And our very own Cowboy Cody.
Looks to me like it's the same woman.
But did you happen to notice that it's the same woman? Oh, of course you did. But did you happen to notice it's different photographers?
Hammer, nobody really cares. Least of all me.
All right, Captain, what do we do now?
Well, since this is an interstate crime, it is a matter for the FBI.
There's no guarantee they'll solve the case. Look, Cowboy Cody was killed in my city by the most despicable, devious vermin that exists. A wife. And I'm gonna stop her before she marries again.
You mean kills?
There's no difference. Are you positive? You did a thorough job? You sure you weren't whiffing some formaldehyde? This weirdo coroner doesn't know the difference between a corpse and a cowboy boot. I told him we were absolutely certain that Cody was poisoned, but he insists there is no sign whatsoever of any foreign substance injected or ingested. Let's go down and whack his head against the autopsy table.
Hammer! Now, according to my toxicology book, there are at least 7 poisons that are untraceable.
Oh, really? As if I never saw a Columbo rerun.
For a poison to be completely untraceable, it has to be absorbed by the skin. It also has to be applied in large doses and left on for a minimum of 6 hours in order to be effective.
Oh, come on, Duro. What cheesehead would wear a ton of toxic poisons on his skin for 6 hours? Of course, he was a car dealer.
You're right. We don't have anything.
Wrong. We've got 6 rich, dead, obnoxious car dealers, all killed by the same man-eating woman.
So what do we do?
Duro, you know how to catch a shark? You throw out some meat. And you know what? You're looking at the meat.
G'day.
Howdy, sir. See anything you like?
Sure do, mate. I like everything. Name's Crocodile Bruce. I'm the biggest car dealer in the entire outback, down under. Over easy. And I'm looking to add this lot to me herd.
You mean you're gonna buy the whole dealership?
That I do, mate. You take cash.
You see, I just love buying car lots. Well, heck, sometimes I'll buy a car lot, and then I'll sell it and buy it back the same day just to show off.
You sure you wouldn't rather just buy 6 or 7 hatchbacks? That'd impress me.
You want me to toss your hair down the barbie, mate? I want the whole kit and caboodle, and I want it now.
You caught us at a bad time. The owner just recently passed away.
Why are you talking like that?
You're breaking my windpipe in half.
Okay. Sorry. Being rich and powerful makes a man forget his own strength.
Anyway, Cowboy Cody's widow owns this place now. She's leaving town day after tomorrow.
Where is the little koala now?
Well, she's in mourning.
Oh. Well, then, just have her call me in the afternoon. Yellow.
Hi. Is this Crocodile Bruce?
Who? Oh. G'day, mate. This here's the croc.
This is Mrs. Cody. I understand that you're interested in acquiring one of my assets.
Whoa, I don't know about that. I do want to buy your car lot.
Well, there's a slight chance that I could be seduced into selling.
Yo. Listen, little Shelley. I just hate doing business over the phone, especially when it's about to melt. So, what say we meet somewhere face to face?
Or closer. How about 8 p.m. in the lounge of the Anastasia Hotel? Is it a date, Crocodile? Oh, may I call you Crocodile?
You can call me anything you like. Just don't call me Waltzing Matilda. Dero, it's been 20 minutes. I'm afraid this bimbo is a no-show.
Sledge, give her a little longer.
All right. I'll give her another, let's say, 45 seconds, and then...
Crocodile Bruce, I presume.
Sorry. Just blowing a little water up my nose. No big deal. G'day. Sit down. Take a load off.
I like your hat.
My dad gave it to me when I was just a baby. Took me 30 years to grow into it. Can I get you a drink?
Yes, please, champagne.
Mate, your best champagne and 2 frosty mugs. I didn't get your name.
I didn't throw it.
Can't believe she said that.
You know, Croc, I keep pretty close tabs on the retail auto business. And I don't believe I've ever heard of you.
Well, I guess you just got small ears. You see, I'm what's known as a flamboyant zillionaire. Kind of like, you ever had a Howard Hughes?
Certainly.
You ever had a J. Paul Gibby?
Of course.
All right. What about Carl Lafont?
Sorry, no.
Well, I'm just like him, only a couple of $zillion richer. How's he on the phone, mate? He's looking at you. Hey, what are you lot looking at? No worries. Good day.
I like your style.
Yeah, I'm quite a dude. So listen, lady. You gonna sell me that car lot, or are we just blowing hot smoke out our tailpipes?
May I suggest we go up to my suite and indulge in some heavy bargaining?
You don't have to tend me hide, Clyde. I'm right behind you. Duro, I think I'm just about to toss another whip on the babby. Well, Tom me kangaroo down. This is some sweet. Sweetie?
It suits me.
You live here, do you?
It's a place to hang my lingerie.
How come you're not hanging your hide at Cowboy Cody's?
Oh, I couldn't. Too many memories.
Yeah. I guess after 2 days of marriage, you gotta have, what, one, maybe 1.5 golden moments?
Oh, you'd be surprised. Why don't you make yourself comfortable while I slip into something a little more businesslike?
Duro, she's got a tiny car lot on her coffee table. I think this woman's running a couple of quarts low. Now all I gotta do is get her to marry me and then kill me before tomorrow and we're home free.
Wallaby, wallaby, wallaby. Dress for success, I say. Boy, those things are amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, these little cars, they're so lifelike. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Put that down. You're adding mileage.
It's all right. You'll sit back the odometer anyway.
This model is the apex of my dream. The ultimate car dealership. Not acres and acres of cars, but miles and miles. 3,000 miles. A car lot that stretches from sea to shining sea.
Kind of like bumpers across America.
Exactly. And we can do it together, Croc. With your zillions and my, shall we say, attributes. We can become the Jim and Tammy of the automotive world.
Sounds like a kick in the pants.
Oh, we'll own every car lot there is. Because if you own the cars, you own the world.
Well, what the heck? You like cars, I like attributes. Let's get married.
Oh, Crocodile, please. I'm a woman in mourning.
Trust me, by tomorrow morning, you won't be mourning in the morning.
I'm still wearing Cowboy Cody's wedding ring.
Listen, Gilly, I'll buy you a diamond ring so big, you'll have to wear it on 3 fingers.
Oh, take your hat off.
What's wrong?
You're wrong.
But I thought we were going like 2 dingoes and a flat rock.
The only thing that's going is you, and I mean out that door now!
I haven't felt this bad since me boomerang wouldn't come back. I'm telling you, Duro, it was not my fault.
Maybe you're a lousy kisser.
Hey, I know how to kiss. I even use my lips. Now, I think this woman wants nothing to do with men for a long, long time.
Wrong again, Hammer. Look who just got married.
That's incredible.
What is this woman insane? She turned me down for him? Look at his nose. He looks like an anteater.
Well, I guess you just weren't man enough for her, Hammer. What happened, Hammer? Your ego let you down?
I hate to break up this man-to-man talk, but if we don't do something, she's going to kill another car dealer.
So what? He's a bow wow. I'm 10 times better looking than that clown. I mean, you believe this toupee? Come on!
Wait a minute. Toupee? Didn't you say she got cold when she ran her fingers through your hair?
A cowboy hat makes your hair greasy. Big deal.
Cowboy Cody wore a toupee. Poison absorbed in the skin takes 6 hours to work. That's it! She put poison in the glue.
She poisoned his toupee?
Come on, Hammer. We gotta save a scalp.
I don't know. He did bruise my ego.
Go, Hammer, before I bruise you.
that sweet? My ex-wife wouldn't even touch my rug.
Oh, I adore toupees. I just love what they do to a man.
Well, let me just put that rascal on.
Oh, no, my sweet, my love, my life. Allow me.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
All right, Mrs. Maggot, drop the toupee. Who the blazes are you?
Cops, police, flatfoots, John Law, the heat, the man, the fuzz.
I think you made your point.
We just saved your life, pal.
No, you didn't. You just killed a perfectly good toupee.
You're gonna get life for this.
I'm not worried. I'm sure the jury will be very sympathetic.
Oh, yeah? How do you figure?
Is it really a crime to rid the world of car dealers?
Your history, hog's breath. Tired of hanging around, copper?
Couldn't you worn a tennis shoe?
I'm afraid Inspector Hammer is suffering from chronic acrophobia. Apparently, the trauma associated with being in a life-threatening position 5 floors above the street released the phobia from his subconscious.
In layman's terms, what does that mean?
Means he's afraid to step off a curb.
Ah, Inspector Hammer. I was about to suggest that because of your condition, you be put on a medical leave.
Isn't there another test you can do?
Yeah, Captain, if some quack is gonna mess with my brain, can't it be somebody whose IQ doesn't match their bust size?
Hammer.
Maybe I should recommend a permanent suspension.
Hey, you got bottled water on the brain? I'm in perfect condition. I could rent my biceps to Rambo and not miss him.
Hammer. Dr. Fall says you have acrophobia.
That's ridiculous. Look. See? Nothing.
Sledge. It's a fear of heights.
A fear of heights? Fear of... Hey, does it look like I'm afraid of heights? I mean, please, no, give me your reading on this. Oh, I'm afraid. Oh, my God.
Get off her.
Come on, please.
Sledge.
Oh.
Get down.
Hammer, guess what? What? You're on medical leave as of now.
All right, old friend. We're gonna kick this height-of-phobia thing step by step. I step up. I step down. I step up. I fall down. Hammer.
Sledge, got great news for you.
What, you can finally buy guns and vending machines?
No. Captain Trunk found an assignment that someone in your condition might be able to handle.
Oh, great. Yeah, I knew there had to be a lot of crimes committed at sea level.
Sledge, Captain wants to see you right away. How's your vertigo?
It acts up when it's damp, you know.
That's bursitis.
I don't have bursitis.
Are you still dizzy?
What, are you kidding? I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, I'm hang gliding this morning, and then tomorrow I'm going to go skydiving. Yeah, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. I tell you, I'm fine. I'm completely back to normal.
Whatever the hell that means. Look, Hammer, I know how much you miss being here.
What a masochist I am.
You ever heard of Pete Crane?
Yeah, isn't he that pygmy brain that's been extorting money from small businessmen downtown?
That's him. Send them in. We're working with the FBI on this one. Crane's girlfriend is ready to pop with state's evidence. With her help, I think we can blow the lid off Crane's entire crime syndicate.
I'm trying to do you a favor, and you clowns are treating me like I'm the one who's a criminal. You know, if I'd have known this, I never would have decided to testify.
Now, Miss Del Monte.
Captain, I tried to explain to Miss Del Monte that we've been assigned to her protection for her own good, but...
Who are you?
Inspector Sledgehammer, Miss Del Monte.
You know, you're kind of cute for a cop.
I know. Nice to meet you. How did you wind up being the girlfriend of that maggot Crane, huh?
I was his secretary. He wanted someone who could type fast and run slow.
Hammer, I want you to stick with Miss Del Monte every minute.
I understand, sir. Have you showered yet?
Come on, let's split out of here, Charlie. I'm going to hit the dress sales, and it'll be nice to have a gentleman's opinion. You are a gentleman, aren't you?
Look, Captain, I want to get back in the action, but I'm not interested in babysitting for some gun moll.
All right, well, that's just fine, because I can take care of myself. You see, I'm locked and loaded, and I'm ready to rock and roll.
Well, maybe this will be good for a couple of laughs.
Hammer! Get out of here! Everybody get out! Get out!
I never met a woman who carried an Uzi in her purse before.
Pete gave it to me on our first anniversary. It's a hell of a lot better than a rape whistle.
Oh, how'd you get involved with a sack of slime like Pete Crane?
He could steal me anything I wanted.
Yeah, but didn't it bother you going out with somebody who steals and robs and has no scruples?
Nah, I used to date a congressman.
Oh.
So, you married?
No, my wife is gone.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry. When did she die?
No, she's gone. She just took my things and left.
Pete did the same thing to me, too. Said I was too expensive.
So he ditched you, huh? He ditched you for somebody cheaper.
You know something? You and I are on the same wavelength. You're not bad for a cop.
And you're not bad for a mistress.
Hey, buddy. Can I borrow your sugar?
Yeah, sure. Here, take it.
Not that one. This one.
Hey, back off, Ragweed. You're talking to a lady.
Oh, you...
Nice technique. Tai Chi and karate?
Yeah, you study with Master Chang, too?
Yeah. Till he became road manager for Motley Crue.
Yeah. My shoulder.
That's a nasty bruise. Want me to finish him off?
Oh, no. So my top will cover it.
There's something about you I like. What is it?
I'm violent.
That's it. Always a firm foundation to build a relationship on.
.44 Magnum. Left twist bore. Muzzle velocity of 729 feet per second. It's beautiful.
It's been a long time since a woman's handled my gun. Look, when this is all over, can I see you again?
Oh, Sledge, I don't know.
Hey, why don't you join the force? That way we get to see more of each other and you could get paid honest money for roughing people up.
Oh, Sledge,
Well, think about it, will you? Will you think about it?
Oh, look. There's my hideaway.
What, the lighthouse?
Oh, I love it there. It's the only place where I really feel at peace. Come on, Sledge. Old Pete bought me this lighthouse.
He bought you a lighthouse?
I asked for a nightlight. Come on. I only take special people here. Up here. Come on, I'll race you to the top. Come on, Sledge.
I can't. Somebody turned the stairs to jello.
Sledge, stop him! Stop him! Please! No! Go!
My vision's as bad as those people that colorize black and white films.
Please! Help me! No! Please!
Angelica!
You all right?
She was too young to die. She never had a chance to find out what a great guy I am.
It was a terrible tragedy, Sledge.
I was really falling for her. And I know she could have fallen for me. I know it.
But she did.
We had so much in common. We even hated some of the same people. Did you know that she carried a bigger gun than I did?
Sledge, I don't know. It looks like somebody dragged her to the top of this lighthouse and threw her in the ocean.
We went together like a headache and a pill.
Not a clue up there. Whoever did this made a clean break.
I don't want to hear that. That scum sucker killed a woman I could have had a future with. There's got to be a clue up there. There's got to be a clue up there.
Because of Inspector Sledgehammer's fear of heights, there was no way he was going to make it up those stairs and save Angelica Del Monte.
Did the woman survive the fall?
No, she is deceased.
How do you spell deceased?
Just right. Dead.
Stop it! Both of you! Don't you realize you're talking about somebody who meant a lot to me? Look, it's not my fault I couldn't go up those stairs. I can't go up anything anymore. I stand on a chair to change a light bulb, but I get a nosebleed.
Hammer! Get together!
It is together!
All right, take a note. Inspector Sledgehammer, as of now, is back on medical leave.
Why? Why?
Hammer, I want you to go home and get some rest. I don't want you to come back here until you overcome your vertigo.
But that may be never.
I know.
I wonder why Angelica didn't scream when they threw her out of that lighthouse.
She was one tough woman, Sledge.
We liked all the same things. Guns. She even threw a brick at Gloria Steinem. Let me see that.
It would have been too awful if they had found the body.
Yeah. They would have had to bury her in an envelope. Way to go.
Wait! Sledge! He didn't mean it. He's your friend.
I don't know what's the matter with me. Everywhere I look, I see your face in drinks, in lights, in mirrors. Angelica, it's you. You're not dead. You've come back.
Sledge, it isn't her.
Why aren't you dead, Angelica?
Well, my name is Susan Taylor. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I know who you are. Don't you remember? We were almost best friends.
Sledge, this can't be Angelica. This man's a maniac. You know, you need help.
No, don't you remember? Don't you remember the good times we had? The fights, the guns?
Sledge, give it a break.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Look at this face. Look, everybody. Doesn't this look like the woman I let get killed at the lighthouse? I know it's you. I know it is. You've come back to me.
No, you're mistaken.
You've come back.
Sir, I am not this Angelica.
All right, do me a favor. Come back to my apartment with me. I want to try an experiment.
Oh, last time I heard that line was from a shoe salesman.
No, you've got to come back. You've got to. You've got to go with me.
Sledge, you're stressed out. Guys, grab her.
No, I know it's her. I know it's her. It's her.
Okay, fine. Come on, we'll go back to your apartment. Just as long as you promise to then leave me alone. Doors that way. Sledge.
Trust me.
Sledge!
Hurry.
It takes a while to change your hair color. I'm dying as fast as I can.
Come on. This can't mean as much to you as it does to me. That's it. Now you look exactly like her.
You know, this really is crazy. I'd like to be whoever you want me to be, but I'm really not this Angelica person. I'm Susan Taylor from Salina, Kansas.
No, don't say that. Say tough words like maim, kill, destroy.
You're crazy. Why would I say that?
Come on, try it. Scumsucker, slimeball, try it.
I can't. I'm from Kansas.
You're right. You're not her. You never were her. You could never be her. Okay. I'll take you home.
Thank you. I'm really sorry, Inspector.
Where did you get that?
Sears Roebuck.
Not the sweater, the bruise. Where did you get it? Where?
Oh, probably when you grabbed me just now.
I knew it was you. I have a mind like a steel claptrap. You are Angelica Del Monte, aren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. My name is Susan.
All right, Susan. All right. I'm gonna take you somewhere.
Please.
Somewhere that will refresh your memory.
Hey, boss. You were right. This Hammer guy almost faked us out. Angelica's still alive.
Admit it, Angelica. That bruise proves you're you. You know that, don't you?
Will you please stop saying that?
The chances of two different people having the same bruise are 27,000 to 12. That's 1 That'd be 1 16th. That's 12 into 27. That goes 60. That'd be. Well, they're slim. They're very, very slim, Angelica. Oh, I feel like I'm having a sugar rush. Come on. Admit it. Just admit it. Admit it. Say you're Angelica. Say it.
Oh, do you have to be so violent?
Angelica loved violence. The sound of a Tommy gun, the crack of a 45, a kick in the teeth, a left, a right.
You're right.
I knew it. I knew it. You really are Angelica.
Oh, Sledge, I've blown my cover. Who am I kidding? I could never fool you.
Why? Why did you do it, Angelica? Why?
I had to.
Why did you pretend? Why?
Well, Trump figured that if everyone thought I was dead...
Yeah? Yeah, then what, Angelica? Then what would happen, huh?
Then everyone would think I was dead, so no one would try to kill me before I testified at the trial.
I was supposed to guard you.
Oh, don't you see, Sledge? Trump used your vertigo problem. He knew he could fake my death from the top of the White House, and you'd never see what really happened.
So you're not dead? Then who fell from the tower?
It was a mannequin. One guy, FBI guy working for Trump. He threw it down while I hid.
So, when I ran out to the car to call headquarters, you and that FBI creep escaped.
Oh. Sledge, I wanted to tell you when I saw you at the bar, but I couldn't.
Oh, you could have found a better place to hide in plain sight. A bar full of cops. Angelica, I did it. I made it to the top. I'm cured. I can look over transoms again. What's that? Another Fed?
No, wait, Sledge! He's not
I'm tired of playing the fool.
I'm telling you, he's not FB.
Hey!
So you thought you could fool me, huh?
It's over, you blonde dummy. Drop your gun, kick it over here. I said kick it over here.
Forget it, slimeball. I never kick a friend when he's down.
Angelica!
Freeze! Angelica?
Was trying to tell you he's not FBI.
Now you tell me. Your boyfriend Pete put a nice price on your head. That's gonna make a nice down payment on my condo. I have a message for you. Pete says goodbye.
No way, scumsucker. You're gonna have to shoot me first.
Okay.
Hammer, standing in front of that woman like that was a very gallant thing to do. But don't ever tip me like that again. Thanks to Angelica's testimony, Crane has been sentenced to 50 years in prison.
Well, I guess it's safe to say that relationship's over.
Nope. Apparently, after the sentencing, they made up. I mean, they settled their differences. And when he's done serving his time, they're gonna get married.
By the time that happens, we'll be throwing rice at their wheelchairs.
Well, you know what they say. True love knows no bounds.
I'm sorry, Sledge. Well, it could be worse. I mean, you feeling better? No more vertigo, right?
No, I haven't had a drop. And I'm not getting dizzy anymore either. Watch. See? Look.
Hammer, get off that. Hammer, get off that thing. Hammer, get off that thing. I'm going. Hammer, get off my deck. Get off my deck.
I'm fine. No, see, I'm fine. Look, I'm fine.
Oh my God! Yeah. This is terrible.
I know. When did they remove that flagpole?
You have to tell your husband not to bring his ex-girlfriend to family functions. Remember, communication is the key.
I'm Dr. Dorothy Stone, and you're listening to It's a Gal's World, a show for women only about men. And now let's take another call. Hello, you're on the phone with Dr. Stone.
Hello, Dorothy. It's me again.
Oh, my God. You!
You meddling witch, I'm back, and this is just the beginning of your nightmare.
Oh, no, 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 no! You must do something to stop this madman.
As I've said before, Dr. Stone, my hands are tied. It's only been threats.
As a professional, I know that this type of personality will act on those threats.
You wanted to see us, sir?
No, but you might as well stay. Inspector Sledgehammer. Detective Duro, this is Dr. Stone. She's a psychologist.
Oh, good for you, Captain. You finally sought professional help.
No, Sledge. Dr. Stone has a radio talk show. It's really very good. I've listened to it.
Yeah, typical. You would.
Some man, some lowlife has been making threatening phone calls to her on the air.
Well, you don't have to worry, Doc. The only ones really dangerous with a phone are women.
You don't understand, Inspector. This maniac hounded me in New York. Now he's followed me here.
So he's a fan.
He's threatened to kill me.
But he's not a fan of yours.
I had a pervert call me once.
No, how'd you get him to stop? Change your number?
No, I stopped dating him. You know, this man is merely a nuisance to you right now, but as a doctor, you must know. These people usually aren't violent.
Normally, that's true. But this man's voice has all the characteristics of a classic sociopath. He's relentless, aggressive, and violent.
Hey, I never called that show.
This is just like New York. The police there were powerless. They even tried a wiretap, but he never stays on the line long enough to be traced.
Yeah, but this ain't New York. This is my city. And the only person who harasses people here is me.
Is this man going to put me in more danger?
Probably. Hammer, I want you to handle this by the book. Do you understand? I want you and Doro play the tapes of known crank callers who have recently relocated here. I'm sorry, Dr. Stone. That is the very best that I can do.
Typical. I didn't expect that you police would be able to find this man.
Now all we have to do is find the door. Oh. Dang it. If we could only pinpoint the general location where he's calling from, we could call in an airstrike. Then he'd never use the phone again.
Neither would half the city. All right, here are all the voices of the relocated frequent offenders. 3 of them.
Only 3?
Yeah, it's not very popular anymore. Latest craze is obscene telegrams. See if any of these voices sound familiar.
What are you wearing right now?
Okay, baby, I've got my shoe off. Would you believe I'm naked?
Ralph's Smoke Shop.
Do you have Prince Albert in a can?
Yes, we do.
Well, then let him out.
No matter how many times I hear that, it always makes me laugh.
I'm sorry, Doctor. It's obvious that your caller hasn't been apprehended.
I don't believe you people. You're powerless. No one can help me.
Well, may I suggest, since you live alone, to take some self-defense classes? Possibly a guard dog.
Oh, come on, Duro. She doesn't need a guard dog or classes. Look, Doc, why don't you get yourself one of these puppies? You never have to feed it, and it doesn't scratch the door when it wants to go out.
You really personify your gun.
Thank you.
Be careful, Inspector. The next thing you know, you'll be talking to it.
Yeah, well... Hey, now, what did that shrink mean, that I personify my gun?
Well, you treat your gun like a living, breathing thing.
That's not personification, Duro. It's love.
Ginger ale for the lady, black coffee for you.
Hey, what is with this sissy umbrella?
Sorry, Inspector. We ran out of the little American flags you like. We had an Ollie North happy hour.
Good afternoon, ladies. This is Dr. Dorothy Stone, welcoming you to It's a Gal's World.
Hey, don't touch that dial! You leave that woman's show on. Not for me, I don't care. If she wants to listen to it, she's got some problems she wants to solve. And no, I don't care about this bunk.
Hello? You're not alone. You're on the phone with Dr. Stone.
What machismo? Some crackpot's trying to kill her and all she cares about is helping people. She must have been a Miss America contestant.
You really want to protect her, don't you, Sledge?
Duro, I'm for anybody who can help you broads get over your problems. That way you can concentrate on what's really important. Serving men.
Let's take the call on line 2.
What's up, Doc?
Stop this. Please, stop these calls.
So you tried to fink on me again, huh, Dorothy? Going to the police? You need some discipline. I hate tattletales.
Stop calling me. Leave me alone.
Do you really think the cops can help you? Those pigs can't do a thing. They're just namby-pamby milk suckers. No one out there can help you. Ciao for now.
I'm tired of that cretin polluting the airwaves.
Sledge! Do me a favor. Don't shoot the radio.
You're right. Happy, Duro?
No, I can't think of anyone who'd want to harm Dorothy. To begin with, she's only been here for 2 weeks.
Yes, we know that.
He's threatened her on the air, and as her producer, I am really confused.
Why?
Our ratings haven't gone up.
I would move immediately. No man or woman could possibly have a healthy relationship in Lexington, Kentucky. Inspector, that gun is making me extremely nervous.
It's supposed to. It's not a room deodorizer, you know. Just relax, Doc. You know what they say. Guns don't kill people.
Yes, I've heard. People do.
No, bullets do. You think you're feeling nervous? Just wait till Golden Throat calls. After talking to me, he'll be so nervous he'll be afraid to call the time. Go ahead, jump on another line.
We're back. Let's take the caller on line 3.
Guess who? It's the only real man in your life. Did you miss me, Pumpkin?
I'll take this call. All right, you radio rodent.
I'm calling to bring some sunshine into your life. Cops haven't helped at all, have they?
Yeah, well, this cop will. I'm Inspector Sledgehammer.
You're looking for a real man, aren't you, Doc? Well, I'm your boy.
You're not a man. If you were, you'd come out from behind that sissy little princess phone. Real men harass women face to face.
I'll never stop, Tramp.
Yeah, well, if you don't stop, this will be the last sound you hear.
Sledge.
We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor.
I don't know about this, Sledge.
Oh, rest easy, Duro. This dirty mouth breather isn't going to bother the doctor anymore. I scared him away for good. The doctor is in no danger.
Hammer, this newspaper article, Cop Bows to Collar Caller. I hate it.
I do too, sir. Alliteration is so pedestrian.
I'm not talking about that, Hammer. I'm talking about your grandstanding over the airwaves. You disobeyed my orders.
But, sir, I sent that punk running with his tail between his legs.
On the contrary, Hammer, you probably succeeded in pushing that loony bird over the edge. Now there's a good chance he'll do a lot more than just call.
No way, Jose. I know this bozo. He's a wimp. He's a prankster. We got nothing to worry about. This slimeball hasn't got the guts to leave his house to do something bigger.
Captain, a report just came in. Dr. Stone's been attacked in her apartment.
Unless he was pushed. If he was pushed, there's no telling what he would do. Must have been pushed somehow.
Detective Duro, why don't you come over here?
Hey, Joy. What, are you dusting for prints?
Oh, no. Just eating a powdered donut.
Uh-huh.
Got some information from the doctor.
Uh-huh.
She said the guy jumped out at her, but she didn't get a good look at him.
Uh-huh. She probably couldn't see through all the smoke.
Uh-huh.
I've seen less than a hickory pit barbecue.
Uh-huh.
She could have her own brand of sausage.
Uh-huh.
So, Mayjoy, you find anything out?
Uh-huh. She doesn't see anything wrong with me and Mrs. Mayjoy taking separate vacations.
Uh-huh.
All right, Dr. Stone, you feel free to call me if you need any more help.
That'll be all, Charlie. Dr. Stone?
Thank God you're here.
Who?
You, Inspector.
Oh. I so rarely hear that.
Dr. Stone, you told one of our officers that you saw the man who attacked you?
Well, yes, I sort of saw him. I heard that hideous laugh. I turned, and the next thing I knew, I came to and called the police.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't get it. A guy threatens to kill you, then he gets a chance, and all he does is laugh at you. If he'd have been serious, right now you'd be a stiff.
Sledge.
Well, she wouldn't be stiff. She'd be stiffening up, though. It takes a little bit longer.
Sledge!
She'd be a corpse.
Dr. Stone, would you come down to the station house and give our sketch artist a description of the man who attacked you?
Right now, your body would be right about there, all outlined in white chalk, including the cigarette, probably.
I wouldn't mind at all, Detective.
Yep. Pretty soon we'd have to call your next of kin. Hello? She's dead. That's what we'd have to say, because you'd be dead, of course. Then there'd be blood, probably, depending on how he killed you, and little pieces of flesh and hair.
And he wore thick glasses. I'm sorry, that's all I can remember.
Is this him?
It's probably him.
That's him.
I thought so.
I'll never forget that hat.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. I can't possibly do my show today. Is there a private phone where I could call my producer and let her know?
Yes, of course. Right this way.
Duro, I'm gonna hit the streets. Up until now, all I've been dealing with is a disembodied voice. I had nothing to shoot at, nothing to hit, nothing to kill. But now I got a face, and I'm gonna pick up every wacko that looks like that.
Sledge, there have got to be 100 guys in the city who look like that.
Yeah? And they're all guilty of unoriginality.
Inspector Hammer, you've got a 518 on 3.
What's a 518?
A phone call.
Hammer, talk to me.
Hey, stud, I thought you were protecting the doctor. I guess the only thing you shoot off is your mouth.
Yeah? What about you, weirdo?
Last night was just a preliminary. Tonight is the elimination.
Raise the wall.
All you cops are alike. You think because you passed the stinking civil service test, you're tough.
Hey, there were essay questions on that test, pal.
Mace them all. Who?
So, gun freak, how does it feel to be helpless?
How does it feel to be scum?
Remember, tonight.
Trace this call. Way to go, Duro. Thanks a lot.
Well, your writing is terrible.
Well, it was like shorthand. I can't. Well, you'll never guess who just called.
Not again. Not here.
She got it the first time. I didn't even have to give her a hint.
Well, what did he say?
The usual. He's gonna kill you tonight.
Sledge.
That's what he told me.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, just take it easy, Doc. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
But he said tonight.
Look, it's obvious the guy's gonna come back. This clown is just dying to get caught, and I'm the clown who's dying to catch him. So I'm gonna spend the night in your apartment. You'll stay with Duro at her place.
Sledge, I got a better idea. Why don't we both stay at your apartment?
That's not a better idea. Sending her to Alaska is a better idea.
But your apartment will be perfect. With all those booby traps, it's like a bunker.
Nope. N-O-P-E. Never.
Inspector, I would feel much safer at your apartment. Dr. Freeze! What?
Be careful what you touch. Sledge has everything booby trapped. Anything could cause an explosion in here.
Ah, one's environment is a direct reflection of one's personality. From the looks of this place, the inspector is a textbook case.
Yeah. Well, as Sledge always says, man's home is his ammo dump.
Excuse me. The inspector's a very manly man, isn't he?
Yes. He's a unique individual.
Well, you two seem to have a good relationship.
On the surface. Sledge is a stubborn, narrow-minded, opinionated, sexist reactionary.
Does he know you feel this way?
Oh, that's the way he feels about himself. I think he's an okay guy. So, Doctor, who's the man in your life?
Well, no one. I'm still recovering from a failed marriage.
How long's it been?
15 years. Some people heal more slowly than others.
Do you think you've developed a fear of men?
I thought I was the doctor here.
I forgot to tell you, Sledge doesn't approve of smoking.
No tofu, no bean curd. These single women don't eat right.
Helpless gun freak, huh? Well, this gun freak has you under arrest.
Arrest? What are you talking about? I'm the landlord. I came up here to see who's banging around.
Okay, fine. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Well, as long as you're here, I noticed a leaky faucet in the kitchen.
Dorothy? Dorothy? Thought I heard the door. Guess you can't hear anything.
Guess who, Dreambug?
Dorothy, get out! Get out!
Duro! Oh my God! Duro! Duro!
Hey, let me have another one.
In all my years on the force, I've never been so frustrated. I know I can catch that slug. I just know it.
Hey, Inspector, that loon is on the line again.
That manly man Hammer couldn't help you, huh?
Why don't you stop? Just stop.
I'll stop. I'll stop by. I'll be your in-person guest.
Why won't you just leave me alone?
I'll tell a couple of amusing anecdotes, then kill you.
We better get down there.
I'm not coming with you. I think I just heard a familiar voice.
You're hearing voices? Duro, that concussion really puts you in bad shape.
Look, whoever you are, you win. I'm leaving town. What more do you want?
A lot more. I won't live till I see you dead.
What? Oh my God! He's here! Help me! Oh my God!
Come on, Stone, come on. You can do it. Fight back. Scratch him. You're a woman. Nag him. Use sarcasm. That'll kill him. I'm Inspector Sledgehammer. Anybody been by here recently?
Well, my son came by the other day. First time in a long time. 'Cause we were never that close.
No, you old coot. I mean, in the last couple of minutes.
Oh, no.
All right, come on with me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh. Oh.
Miss Newman.
Oh.
Miss Newman, you okay?
Oh.
Where is Dr. Stone?
Oh.
Thanks.
Oh.
Take care of her.
Yeah.
Dang rock and roll.
Help! Inspector Hammer, is that you? He's going to kill me.
Shut your mouth. The cops can't help you now.
He obviously hasn't met us.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, nobody. I'm just... Dr. Stone, you okay?
Yes, but be careful.
Here I am, big boy. Come and get me.
Boy, I'd like to pound your face. If I could see you.
Well, here I am.
Inspector, look out!
I'll tell you a couple of amusing anecdotes, then kill you.
I've been waiting a long time to do this, mutant.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Okay, Doc, you can come out now.
Inspector Hammer!
Miss Newman, have you seen Dr. Stone?
Yes. She's right here.
Of course. An accredited psychologist masquerading as a man, making threatening phone calls to herself, and then sending the police on a wild goose chase. I should have known.
You've had a case like this before?
No, I saw it on an episode of Barnaby Jones.
You disobeyed my order for the 4th time.
Yeah, but once again, I came through. I still can't figure out what could have snapped in Dr. Stone's mind to make her act like that. You probably know, though, don't you, girl?
Actually, I do. It would seem that Stone's fear of men caused her to create a male persona of her own. Ultimately, she was the object of her own paranoia. Classic case of schizophrenia.
Are you telling me she actually wanted to be a man?
That's right.
That's my kind of woman. Yeah, but how was she able to do that deep, husky man's voice?
Obviously, it was a result of her schizophrenia.
No, Captain, you're wrong. It was her chain smoking.
I knew that.
Oh, Inspector Sledgehammer, Detective Doro, Special Agent Bunyan of the FBI.
FBI, huh? You know J. Edgar Hoover personally?
Shut up, Hammer. And stop dripping ice cream all over my carpet.
I'm sorry.
No! Oh, cold! Oh, boy, it goes right through here.
Hammer! Agent Bunyan wants to borrow you for the FBI for a very special top-secret assignment.
Have you ever heard of Clive Winston?
Makes cigarettes, doesn't he?
Hammer, shut up.
He was the biggest crime boss in the country in the late 60s.
Well, then his brother makes cigarettes.
Hammer, shut up.
One of them makes cigarettes.
Hasn't he been in jail for the last 20 years?
Our sources indicate he's planning a prison break. Inspector Hammer, we'd like you to go undercover at Chadney Federal Prison. Get close to Winston, become friends, and break out with him. Hopefully, he'll lead you to his accomplices, men we've been trying to convict for years.
And you chose me because I can make friends with anybody, right?
No.
No?
We chose you because Chadney is full of the toughest, most violent men in the country.
So, Hammer, you should feel right at home.
Also, we didn't want to risk the life of one of our own men.
Hey, I eat Risk for breakfast. When do we go?
Tomorrow at 8 a.m., you'll enter Chadney with the identity of Nick LeBeau, alias Nick the Dart. A legendary hitman who's killed so many people even our computer quit counting. But nobody knows what he looks like. I arrested him, and I don't even know what he looks like.
Me posing as a vicious hitman? It'll be kind of a stretch, but I'll try. At least I have the right tools.
Hammer, you can't take your gun into prison.
One more thing. This has to be kept top secret. Only the people in this room will know about it. You'll be on your own, Inspector. Good luck. Oh, sticky. But here.
What a sissy hitman. This guy never once used a heat-seeking missile.
Sledge, I want you to be careful in prison. It's very dangerous. And, well, I just want to say it's going to be difficult for everyone.
I know, the separation is tough.
Why, Sledge?
I know this sounds hokey, DeRoe, but I'm not sure I can make it in there alone.
You can. You can. I want you to know that I'm going to be here when you get out.
No, not you. I'm talking about my amigo here.
Oh.
No, but I'll miss you too, DeRoe.
Gee, thanks.
Really? And just to show you how much you mean to me, I'm going to let you take care of my gun while I'm gone. I've written out a few simple instructions. Make sure you feed it some high-quality gun oil every night, and then wipe it down with a clean, lint-free rag.
Don't worry about your gun. Take care of yourself.
What we have here is a failure.
A woman warden? What's next? Equal pay?
Call me sir. So, the infamous Nick LeBeau. Tell me, why do they call you Nick the Dart?
Because I score a lot of points, sir. Oh!
Don't talk back to the warden.
I'm sorry. Oh!
Don't apologize to the warden. Don't nod to the warden.
You must have friends in high places, Mr. LeBeau. I've been instructed to place you in the same cell with Clive Winston.
Yeah, well, we're old pals. We went to reform school together.
It's impossible. Clive Winston must be 20 years older than you.
Yeah, he's also an idiot. He flunked 11th grade 19 times.
Well, I don't care who you know. In here, you're nobody. Nothing but a number. Everybody in Chadney is just a number.
Yeah, what's your number? 36, 24, 36? Oh!
I like to think of this as a progressive prison. That's because it gets progressively worse.
Yeah? So much for the sales pitch. Any negative points? Oh! What was that for?
Nothing.
Well, that's a negative point. Any others?
Yes. Don't even think about escaping. Nobody escapes from my prison. Not even me. If I tried, I'd have me shot. Rules are rules. Understand?
Oh!
I told you. No nod.
Open 67.
Not 76, you moron. 67.
What the hell is this, Chester?
New roommate.
I don't need no stinking roommate.
Sorry, Clive. Ain't no more room.
Take some, kill somebody.
Orders is orders. Y'all keep your nose clean or I'll wipe it off with this here. Close 67. No, 67. 6-7, you tomato brain. Dang, I thought I was stupid.
Well, a nice spread you got here. Got a bedroom and a bathroom and a vanity. And I guess this is a den.
Hey, let me give you a piece of advice. I don't like you. Now, I got 2 rules in here. 1, shut up. 2, stay out of my way.
Yeah, tough guy. Well, I got some rules, too. Number 1, don't make me mad. And number 2, don't use my toothbrush, because then you'll make me mad, and you'll be breaking rule number 1. So which bunk is mine? I'll take the top one. I choose the top. Want to give me a boost up?
Shut up, huh?
I think I can make it. Oh! Make it. Whoa! Thanks. Man, guy could go stir crazy here. Name's Nick LeBeau. Friends call me Nick the Dad. Don't worry, I'm like a cat. Always land on my feet.
Nick the Dad, huh? I heard you.
Yeah, all bad, I hope.
Yeah, I heard you hit a lot of people, that's it.
Yeah, I hit a few people. I hit a lot of people. I even killed some of them. As a matter of fact, a couple of times I was contracted for your organization.
Whoop! Hey, I didn't say I liked you. I said I heard you. You understand? Now put a pillow in that mouth, all right? I'm trying to read here.
Yeah. Well, they can put me in a cage. But they can't tame this animal. Yada, 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 Warden!
Hey, knock it off, Jabron, will you?
Take this, you lousy screw! What are you gonna do about it, huh? Come and show me how tough you are. Huh? I'll take it all! Hey, here! I'll take it all! Get off! Tell me! Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Surprise!
Help! Come on! Get
Reminds me when I try off to kill you in your sleep.
Henry! Henry! Anna, come on, you can do it. I know you can. Henry! Anki! Looks like we need a little motivation here. Maybe this will help. Henry! Anna, come on, you can do it. I know you can.
Hey, Rumi.
And kick.
Fancy meeting you here, huh?
Get lost, creep.
This place is disgusting.
You're disgusting.
This isn't a prison, it's a summer camp. How can they expect to reform us slugs when they coddle us like this, huh?
I know that guy. I've seen that guy someplace before. Where?
Well, what do you say, buddy? Huh? Want to play some Parcheesi?
Maybe I didn't make myself clear to you. But I hate every single I hate every single molecule in your body. Now, if you were smart, you'll get as far away as possible from me and die. I remember that sledgehammer, a cop. He once busted my mother for tearing tags off of mattresses.
Come on, Zeke, what's a cop doing in prison?
I don't know. But he's not going to be here much longer.
That smells good. What is it?
Cream allowed on toast.
They say prison food is bad. You're through. Yo, Clive, you mind if I join you?
Why don't you go stick your head...
I don't mind if I do. Fazul, huh? This lard melts in your mouth, doesn't it? This is delicious.
Look, you blonde-headed baboon, if you don't leave me alone, when I get out of here, I'm gonna hire you to kill yourself.
Hey, Clive, for you, half price.
Give me your butter knife.
Huh?
Give me your butter knife! Hey, buddy. You just saved my life here.
It's nothing any other good hitman wouldn't do.
So I'm driving down the freeway. It's 3 o'clock in the morning now. I hear thump, thump, thump. I pull over, whip open the trunk, and this guy ain't dead yet. So I grab this tire iron. Boom, boom. Give him a couple of whacks. Nothing. Finally, 10, 15 whacks. Boom, 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 boom. He stops stumping, and he buys the farm. I tell you, it makes me laugh to think about it now.
Hey, you think that's bad? I'm trying to get some information out of this guy, right? And this guy is not talking, okay? So I'm on a 20th story. And I figure, well, it might help his memory a little bit if I throw him off, right? So what happens? He lands in the swimming pool.
No kidding.
No. So then I gotta walk all the way down 20 flights of stairs. The elevator's broken.
Of course.
So then I gotta carry him back up 20 flights of stairs. He still won't cooperate. I throw him off again. What happens? He lands on an awning, he bounces into some bushes, and he walks away. Thinking, why me?
This is Murphy's Law.
It's
Murphy's Law.
Why me? Like a cat.
I tell you. Oh, boy. Well, I'll tell you, it's the thing that upsets me most about prison is it's just men talking, you know? Men, talk.
Attention prisoners. The movie tonight will be My Dinner with Andre.
You know, I like you, kid.
Me too.
Yeah. And I'm going to let you in a little secret here. I'm busting out of this joint tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. And seeing as you have saved my life here, I'm going to take you with me.
No, you would do this for me?
Hey.
You know what you are? You're a real sweetheart.
Never say sweetheart in prison unless you mean it.
So, who are these guys on the outside that are gonna help you?
What's it to you?
Come on, Clive. I don't want just anybody busting me out of prison. They might be flakes. They might be lowlifes. We might have a personality conflict.
You just be ready to go at 5 a.m.
LeBeau, your girlfriend's here.
Open 76.
I drinked him.
Close 76. LeBeau, you got 5 minutes. Wait a minute, I don't like you. Make it 4. And you're ugly too. Make it 3.5.
I'm sorry, this number is no longer in service.
DeRoe, what are you doing here? Hitmen don't have girlfriends. If they did, they'd kill them.
I came to get a status report. Also, I brought you something.
How is my amigo?
Fine.
Does he miss me? Probably crying bullets, huh?
No, it seems happy.
Oh, good. DeRoe, this isn't a prison, it's Club Med. Do you believe they actually feed the prisoners?
How are you getting along with Winston?
Great. I like the guy. He's brutal, he's violent, he's unfeeling. I think he'd make a great cop.
When's he gonna make his break?
Tomorrow, 5 a.m.
Whatever. Do you think that guard can read lips?
I don't think he can read, period. never get out the vent. It's too small. Relax, will you?
আমি এইখানে আজকে মালিক ভাইয়ের খাতা খুলাইছি রে মিলো তোর এই খেলনার পিস্তলের সামনে দাঁড়াইতে না যদিও আসল নকল কোনো পিস্তল নেই টিক্কা ডরায় না আমি তোরে পুলিশের হাতে তুলে দিছিলাম ভাবছিলাম আইন তোর বিচার করব কিন্তু তুই আইনের চোখ ফাঁকি দিলেও টিক্কা রোবার্ট ট্রাম্পে ফাঁকি দিতে পারিনি না মিলো
It's come to my attention that you two are planning to break out of here this morning.
Us? No, that just must be the first time. Yeah, it's like old age.
Liar. It's true, isn't it, Clive? Deal was for one. Two's a bigger risk for you. It's gonna cost you extra.
50,000.
তোর সামনে যে জমদারে খাড়ায় থাকতে দেখতেছস তার পরিচয় আবার দেই আমি ট্রেনে চাই পাই গ্রামে আসা একটা পোলা ভাসমান ভেলা নাম হইছে টিক্কা যে ট্রাম্পে খেলে না ওভার ট্রাম্পের প্লেয়ার
শুনে খুশি হলাম ভাইজান কিন্তু ওটার কার্ড এখন আমার
তুই আমার দিকে পিস্তল তাক করছিলি কাঁপতে কাঁপতে ট্রিগার চাপতে ভুলে গেছিলি মনে আছে আমি এইখানে আজকে মালিক ভাইয়ের খাতা খুলাইছি রে মিলো তোর এই খেলনার পিস্তলের সামনে দাঁড়াইতে না যদিও আসল নকল কোনো পিস্তল নেই টিক্কা ডরায় না আমি তোরে পুলিশের হাতে তুলে দিছিলাম ভাবছিলাম আইন তার বিচার করব কিন্তু তুই আইনের চোখ ফাঁকি দিলেও টিক্কা রোবার্ট ট্রাম্পে ফাঁকি দিতে পারিনি না
তারপর তুই ভাই ঘন্টাগুলি পেরা ফাড়াই দিন এখন তুই ফাটার আগে ভাই সালাম দিয়ে সংস্থা কি কইছে নাম কি টিক্কা একদম সামনে আবি খপ যা পিছে যা যা
মরার সাহস তোর নাই রে মিলু নিজের হাতের দিকে তাকায় দেখ কাঁপতাছে চোরে দাওয়াত দিলে এখনই পিসাব করে দিবি
টিক্কা ভেতর করে লাভ নেই শিলে বাড়াইতে শিলে যাও তোকে পারবো শিলে যাও গা
শিউলি তুমি এখন যাও যেখানে খুশি সেইখানে যাও এই টিক্কা তোমারে খুঁজে আনি তোমার বাড়ির সামনে আমারে গুলি করছিল গুলি করে নাই কারণ নিজেই দৌড়ের উপরে আসছিল পুলিশেও করে নাই বাকি থাকলা তুমি
The only friend I ever made after doing 20 years in a joint. Nick LeBeau. Nick, how you doing? All right. Now, this is a terrific hit. He is also real. You may know him by his professional name, Nick the Dot.
Milo,
Nick the Dot?
তুই এক পাও লড়বি না
Yo, Clive, Nick the Dot, he killed my second cousin.
মিলুর সাথে যারা মরতে চাও তারা থাকো
Hold on.
শিউলি তুমি যাও
Nick the Dot iced my sister. So he ran out of my father. Your father? What about my mother? And my dog?
Oh, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Give the kid a break here. I mean, so he murdered a few people. I mean, he is a hitman. It is his job.
Yeah, let's not get petty. Yo, Clive, I'm gonna blow his brains out right here. No, wait, hold it. Put down your guns.
টাকা দিয়া পোলাপান বুঝলে কেমনে ভাইগা যায় আলো পাওয়া ভাইগা গেছে
There's no reason to shoot me. Wait, did I say cop? Where is my head at? No.
actually Geraldo Rivera, and I'm doing an undercover expose on prison reform. No?
অনেকদিন পর একটা সম্পর্ক আমি খুঁজে দেয় রক্তের খেলাবার লোকেরা রক্তের সম্পর্কে থাকে দেখেছি এগুলো পৌঁছাতে আমার হিসাব রয়েছে মধ্যে নেব রয়ে গেল আরো অনেক কিছুই টিক্কার খেলা চলতেই থাকবো পরিবার থাকুক বা না থাকুক এই আবেগ শেষ হওয়া পর্যন্ত অপেক্ষা চল
Happiness is a warm gun.
তোরা পরে কোথাও মারতে পারবি না রে তোরা খালি পারবি আমার পেছন দিয়ে গুলি করতে তোরা কিচ্ছু করতে পারবি না কেউ মানে ধরতে আসবি না আমি শিউলি আমি ফাঁসির মঞ্চেও আমার সিনা টান কইরা খাড়ায়
কি হয়েছে ভাই আবার হ্যাঁ ডাইলে কাটা খেয়ে ডাইলে তো এগুলি বলতো লাগবো কি করো চল তুই জানি কাটা সবাই আপনার কি জ্ঞান বুদ্ধির লোক পাইতে পাইছেন হ্যাঁ আমাকে কাটাকে টিকার শিউলি টিকা গ্রামে নাই মরে গেছে যদি বেঁচে থাকতো একদিন হলে গ্রামে আইতো
Listen up. These red pens indicate the trail of the hooded hood. This lowlife has done more damage to the image of police in this city than the time Inspector Hammer test drove a Sherman tank near the elementary school. We're gonna change this situation around, starting right now.
This guy's goose is as good as cooked.
Barbecue. Let me demonstrate Mother Hammer's recipe for hood flambe. I'm talking Kentucky Fried Criminals. Extra crispy. What about you in a straitjacket? Where'd you get that infernal fame? At the Shopping at Home Club. I buy 2 more and I get a free cluster bomb. Watch this.
Put it away. Broil somebody that I like.
No, I'm very accurate with this thing, sir. I can burn that book right there.
The hooded madman just robbed the widows and orphans' savings and loan.
Major, that's impossible. That place is impregnable.
Oh, relax, Captain. There's nothing to worry about. It's not our money.
That's where the police pension fund is kept.
What? Now that's hidden below the badge. I'll make him a widow and an orphan.
We've got to find the slime ball first.
Wait a minute. Why don't we make him find us? Captain, I think I know how we can replace the pension fund and trap this meandering meatball all at the same time. We'll telephone him, and we'll nail him when he shows up.
Hammer, have you been hit over the head recently?
No. The plan is foolproof. Telephones make millions all the time. Now all we have to do is find some dimwit who's willing to make a fool of himself on TV to be our MC.
That is the most preposterous thing I've ever heard. We will have a telethon over my dead body. Habba Nagila, pain is my heart. Habba na 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 na, habba na 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 na, pain is my heart. Uru, Arvaquina besa mea, Arvaquina besa mea, Arvaquina besa mea,
মায়ের দুধ খায় থাকলে সামনে আয় জানোয়ারের বাচ্চাগুলা
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Craig, for your kind applause. And now that we approach our 11th hour, Officer Daly, what is our total?
নাম জোরে নাম
$287,003.
ঠিক আছে ছোটবেলার মায়ের দুঃখ দিতে পারিনি ঘুরে গেছিল
2,000 years, we should be almost halfway home. Here's Officer Fletcher Mayjoy, one of my favorites. Mating calls of the great yellow-bellied sapsucker.
তোরে এখানে মারবো
তোরা আমারে কোদাও মারতে পারবি না রে তোরা খালি পারবি আমারে পেছন দিয়ে গুলি করতে ছাড়া কিচ্ছু করতে পারবি না
The way the American public is willing to give until it hurts if you just trot out any dumb old cause with 2 dozen roughnecks.
You really think the hooded heads can
মাগুর মাছ পুকুরে ফালামু
Absolutely.
আমরা দুই ভাই চেয়ারে বমু
Until there's more money in the
দেখবো
kitty.
তোর মাগুর মাছ কেন ছিঁড়ে ছিঁড়ে খাইব
এই
ভাই জান আপনি তো ভালো কথা মনে করছেন আরে মাগুর মাছটি ও গায়া চিমায় রইছে পরে দিন তাজা মাংস পায় না কিন্তু ওই হয়তো ভুল না তো মাংস কম সমস্যা নাই ছেড়া দিই মাগুর মাছ খুঁজলে করতে মাংস কারণ আর একটু ভালো করে সুস্থ করে বান দিয়েছিস অক্টোবর ওর শরীরে না সিংহ শরীরে তেল দেয়
I need a can opener.
আমি শিউলি আমি ফাঁসির মঞ্চেও আমার শিলা টান কইরা খাড়ালেন ও মৃদু
ভাই বাইরে আমার ওই তো একলা মরতে চায় না আর ওর সঙ্গীর সাথে বিয়ে মরতে চায় আলসার ছাড়া মরবো না হ্যাঁ তাই চলে যা আমি আনসারে নিয়ে থাকবো
Pengense de cuidan?
করবো সুন্দর করে ওই গানটা যা লয়ে যা আপনি কি একলা থাকবেন আমি কি একলা আছি আইজন আছে না
Any luck in finding a connection between the android and the scientific community?
According to the National Institute of Technological Innovations, or NIFTY, there are over 100 labs involved in android research. Unfortunately, they don't have anything that works. Now, here's a list of what I thought most probable, sir.
Right? Okay, why don't you, just see what you... Hammer! Leave that thing alone as evidence. Get away from it! Shut up! Okay. I'll tell you what, why don't you give NASA a try?
Oh, good thinking, sir. Yes, I'll get a hold of the gun and cut through all the red tape. Who should I talk to over there?
Check out Foreman. He's a friend of mine.
All right, now I want you to look at a list of the scientists, too. Now, this is dating back, starting in
Hammer!
I'm having trouble, sir.
You're trouble!
No.
Get away from that thing! I told you it's
do it.
evidence! Stay away from it! Shut up!
So this is dating through 1952. Maybe start in the 70s. I mean, they weren't really doing anything.
Doro, we've got to go all the way back as far as we can. We give NASA a try.
I'll punch it up in there and see what happens. I have this, but I don't know.
Hammer! What the hell are you doing?
Well, this thing is just finding the clue we've been looking for all along, sir.
Androids are us. Better check it out.
Yes, I recognize this card. I was going to notify the police as soon as I heard about the robberies, but it all happened so fast.
Right. Read him his rights, Doro, while I beat him up. This is the man behind the one-man tidal wave of crime.
Maybe it isn't. Go on, Dr.
Deco. Arthur Deco. Don't call me Art. I am not a criminal. I created androids to improve the quality of life at the flick of a switch. This one performs a humanitarian purpose. Miss Duro, would you please turn on the TV? It will allow no human being to watch designing women.
Listen, test tube brains. What about the metal maggot that left an arm for a calling card?
A dream gone astray. I was not content to create mere domestic androids. No!
I had to reach for immortality. I had to make Bork.
The judge?
No. Bork. B-O-R-C. That stands for Biologically Organic Robot Cyborg. The most highly advanced android in the universe. Bork was perfect except for one minor detail. He had no sense of right or wrong.
Why does that sound familiar?
Bork's flaw was capitalized on by my former associate, Malcolm Dench. Dench left this message the night he took Bork off to a life of crime.
Hello, Art. By the time you hear this, Borky and I will have embarked on a series of robberies which will make me the richest and most powerful man in the world.
How's he gonna become Bill Cosby?
It's Bork. He's returned.
He's come for a new arm. Don't steal, Borky. I'll give you a hand. Dench disrupted the discipline frequency.
Forget it. The steel-plated sleaze is mine.
Sledge.
Sledge! Sledge! Doctor, he's dead.
How is he, Doctor?
To tell the truth, it would have been better if he'd been run through a blender.
Where am I? Am I gonna be okay?
Yes. Of course you're gonna be all right. Nothing can keep you down.
Oh, good. Then help me up so I can nail that walking trash can.
No, Sledge, you can't. You're in a full body cast.
Then give me a bazooka and a wheelchair. I'll show you even shut-ins can kill.
No. Shh, be quiet. It's the only way you can heal yourself.
Detective Duro, perhaps you'd like to call Hammer's insurance company while there's still time to raise the coverage.
I'm gonna go buy you a teddy bear in the gift shop.
Hammer, there's an alternative to your critical condition.
No, forget it. No, the nurse already tried to talk me into euthanasia. I'm not buying it. It doesn't have a money-back guarantee.
I have a theory that I can link android cybernetics to the central nervous system of a human being. It's never been tried, but if it works...
If it works?
It could give you the strength to defeat Bork.
If it doesn't work?
You'll die the most agonizing, horrible death known to mankind.
I can live with that. Let's do it.
My boy.
You wanted to see me, Captain?
Doro, this android crime wave goes on and on and on. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. I feel like a failure, Doro.
Don't, Captain. We'll catch this creature, I'm sure of it.
Well, it better be soon, Doro. You know, maybe it's the insane quality of this whole thing, but I actually feel myself missing Hammer.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, if he walked through that door right now, I'd be glad to see him. What am I saying?
There is a lot of crime. Everywhere I look, crime, crime.
Hammer, is that you?
I am no longer Sledgehammer.
What have they done to you?
I am now Hammeroid. Duro, would you like a seat? Sorry, I still don't know my androidal power. Window out, needs to be fixed. Would anyone care for refreshment?
Hey, Hammer, you got a black cherry on you?
Mayjoy, all of you, get out of here. Don't you have some work to do? Hammer, why'd you do it?
To defeat Bork, I have the power of 500 locomotives. Guaranteed 6.2 on the Richter scale every time. Please note, now my amigo and I are one. That was a glitch, but it was fun.
Some things never change.
Thank you. I also have X-ray vision. Nice Teddy, Duro. Interesting lace work.
You're not human anymore. You're a heartless, thoughtless thing without a soul.
But I have AM and FM radio.
Enough, Hammer. I don't want a walking entertainment center. I want something that's going to stop Bork.
Then please follow me, sir. What a rush. Computing. Work. Yes. Bork has stolen $600,317,000 from Malcolm Dench. An analysis of Dench's psychological profile indicates he will use the money to build an android army.
Android army, of course. That's just what a monomaniacal nobody like Dench would do.
He's going to need massive amounts of technology and illegal arms.
Arms. Thank you. A search through the file on arms dealers with technological capabilities gives us... skull fracture.
The notorious mercenary General Skull Fracture. He's in town at the Napalmer House for the International Convention of Megalomaniacs.
I will patch into his private line and arrange a meeting. Fracture will be eager to meet with his best customer. I am also equipped with a voice simulator.
Pretty neat, huh, Nancy?
Fracture. Dench here. I want you to meet me at once. Now.
General Fracture.
Where's Dench?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Tell you. Been set up, huh?
Drop your gun, or there will be trouble.
Who are you? What are you?
I will ask the questions. You will answer. Otherwise, I will be forced to compress you into a tight-tack.
Sledge, what are you doing to him?
Trust me, I am cognizant of what I am doing. I am regressing his mind to H3. Now, where is Dench?
I want a cookie.
Duro, do you have such an item?
No.
I want a cookie.
Duro, see if you have anything that is cookie-like in appearance.
Got a compact.
Adequate. Now, there is your cookie. Now, where is Dench?
Coconut. More cookie. Dench and Borky at Dr. Deco's lab. You thought that'd be the last place you'd look, you meanie.
Let us proceed, Duro. We have circuitry, malfunction, malfunction, circuitries, whoa.
Oh, Sledge.
What's wrong with me?
Oh, Sledge, I don't know. I never took a shop course.
Thank heavens Captain Trunk told me where to find you. Hammer ran off before I could warn him.
Warn him about what?
That his body might reject his robotic components. It's happening now. If his armor and electronic devices are not removed at once, he's going to die.
Well, take everything off, hurry!
Leave me alone, Duro. Bork and Dench are still out there, and I want them.
Excellent, Borky. Soon my first battalion of terror androids will be complete, and the world will be mine. Right.
I love you.
Not now. Work.
It's time to pack up and haul Burrow. Some crazy half-android cop knows you're here.
Let him come. We're ready, aren't we, Borky?
I love you. I honestly love you.
Not now. Now I want you in a fighting mode.
Kill, 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 kill.
Hold it. You are both under arrest.
You handle him.
Party is terminated. Stench.
That's Stench.
Whatever.
Bork, seize him.
My turn, creep.
Destroy him, you coward! Destroy him!
Yes, obey, Bork, obey. You lack the cognitive faculties for independence. You are nothing but a jumped-up toaster.
Don't listen to him, you stupid android! Listen to me!
Bork not dumb. Bork have emotion. Bork love Stench.
Well, I don't love you, you waddling junkyard. Now kill him! Kill him! Kill him!
No, kill him.
Kill him!
Kill him.
Kill him. Kill you. Kill you. Him. Kill him. Kill you. Kill him. Kill you. Kill him. Kill you.
Borky, get up.
You see, Dench, you and Bork suffered from the same fatal flaw. Human emotions. A problem I do not have. Therefore,
Freeze, Stench. It's over.
Sledge!
Look, he's rejecting his robotic self and trying to change back into a human being. I'm sorry, Detective. He's scrap iron.
No, it's not possible. I mean, I never. Well, we never. He's dead. Farewell, Sledge. Farewell, my lovely.
Dory.
Sledge, you're alive. Captain, he's alive.
Terrific.
Hammer was lucky. It wasn't designed that way, but I was able to convert his armored cybernetic shell into a super healing body cast. He is now completely well.
Well. Well is a relative term, Doctor.
Well.
Sledge, we're glad you're back, but if you're completely well, what's wrong with your arm?
Listen, I gotta run. I'm late for the Jungle Warfare Singles weekend at the Ranger Base.
Hammer, what are you hiding?
Nothing! Well, this. I just gotten sort of attached to it. Actually, I think I finally got the hang of it.
Sledge! Stop! You're scaring him.
I'm only human.